It's also important to know that not all of the regions in British Columbia have their site information already included. So where there is no site information, and that includes zoning, land use, and information that would help create the property lines that are pre-established in most of the zoning information. What we can do is we can also draw a site from scratch and then do that analysis. So I've zoomed over to this vacant piece of land, and I'm now going to say, design a new site. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to start from scratch here. In this case, I am going to create a site. So what I want to do is I want to draw a polygon or a rectangle. I have the choice. And from there, it will create a site. So let's say I'm going to create a polygon in this location here. So I can start in this corner, and I'm literally creating a polygon. In this case, it's a rectangle, but it can be any shape you like. So this is the shape that we're going to work with. I can also set some curved edges should I wish. In this case, that's not necessary. It's calculated an initial summary of the site that it's about 15,000 square meters. It's too large for a Dash project, so I might just need to go back and redo. I can click here. I can start again. So I'm going to just take a portion of this site. I'm going to make a more interesting shape. Here's my site area. It's just under 10,000 square feet, which is convenient. So there's our site. So it's calculating based on this shape. And now I'm going to ask it to come up with some options for designs on this site. So where you do not have site information, you do not have property lines, you do not have zoning information, you're working in a small community, perhaps outside of the Lower Mainland, this is the method that you can use to very quickly assess some options. It's still a very large site that I've come up with, and you can see it's come up with a number of different multiple building solutions. There's many, many, many. I think probably of all of them, tempted to say that this might be a solution for what we're looking for. And you can see I did not preload any information about unit mixes. I just asked it to come up with a number of different options. But there's my solution for this particular site. I can turn on some of the layers, turn the satellite image back on so you can see what else is in the neighborhood. Pretty industrial zone. I suspect that this would not be something that would be done in reality, but it illustrates the principles and the processes. There are a number of different environmental options that we can use to evaluate the site. There's information about sunlight. So here we can look at different sun exposure at different times of the day. We can set different parameters around that. We can look at ventilation, whether it's cross-ventilated, not ventilated, or not considered. We can also look at shadows. That's a quick tour of the site assessment tool. If there are any further inquiries, feel free to contact us at the email on the main website.